What's going on, folks? Joe with Baker Street Timepieces here to bring you some thought-provoking conversation around, could there be a watch that's a match for the Daytona? It might not necessarily be quite as recognizable, but it's got some history that is quite formidable. Some of you may have guessed it, and some keen investigators might know some interesting facts about it. However, we're talking about the Zenith Chronomaster Sport. So you might think right off the bat it's got some Daytona vibes to it, and you might be right. However, there are some interesting things hiding just beneath the surface that make this watch a formidable opponent to the Daytona. Heck, some of you may already know that Zenith actually manufactured the movement in the Daytona during the 1988 to 2000s timeframe. Now, before anybody gets bent out of shape and starts to pretend that this is some sort of a Rolex bashing fest, it certainly is not. But what I will call your attention to is that chronograph hand that's moving around the dial very quickly. So that's due to the Zenith El Primero 36,000 beats per hour movement. So this allows you to measure 1/10 of a second, and as you can see, it rips around the face of the clock once every 10 seconds. Also, you'll notice that this bezel matches what the watch's function is, so it allows you to measure those 10-second intervals. And here's something you're not likely to see in the Rolex lineup, an exhibition caseback showing off a beautifully decorated movement running inside the watch. Case sides are just a little bit thicker than the Daytona. However, they do have a nice case profile. Pushers do not screw down like you might see on the Daytona, and obviously it's adorned with the Zenith star. I will say one thing Zenith just cannot compete on is the bracelet. The quality of this bracelet is significantly lacking when compared to its Rolex counterpart. I do really appreciate Zenith's pop of color within the subdials, allowing you to very easily orient yourself and know exactly what's going on. This one here is part of my personal collection and certainly not for sale. However, it is just going to have to hold me over until a Daytona finds its way into my life. So let me know what you think. Is the Zenith Chronomaster Sport something that could be worn in replacement of a Daytona? Is it something to wear in addition to a Daytona? Or could it be in a league of all of its own? Answer in the comments.